more logs while I set these up. Well, since last time, bought me a house in the middle of nowhere. This is where I've built up to now. This will be a back extension. At some point, when I can be asked to get the required materials. It's like a ghost dog and ghost wolf, sorry, and a pack of wolves that decided to attack me literally as soon as I came here. I'm just gonna have a look what I need for that back one. Yeah, hold on. This. Okay, right. Not that I need one, I carry one all the time. Oh, that's just the other necromancer down there. Not very much done to this place. I've put a little gardening patch which I've only planted some stuff here. Note's been planted there. Go inside, there's literally only a box and a workbench, that's all that's in here. I just dump this wood that I cut. Yeah. You'll be giving me ears. Oh, leveled up. Oh, cool. See what we're doing. I'll save that level up in case I need it. But hey. Elf later down the painting room. Assassinate Silverhand leader. Find the stolen sword. Zora's. Get this out of there because I think I can cast the fear spell now. I'm pretty sure, which should give me access to the college. Out of the way, bitch. We've got it set on here for you. That's it. Down here.
Well done indeed. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
Lead the way.
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
Jesus Christ, man.
Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on.
Kid. Not really. Boom.
No matter what, the college will endure.
Okay.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Looks like he likes to suck a bit of
Yes,
dick.
of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here. Welcome to the college. Another new student.
Yes,
I'm
I'll
surprised at
touch
how
and
many
see
of
you,
you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your
hell
first class.
no,
Are
wearing
you
no
ready to
shit
begin?
robe.
Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanian is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared. Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments.
I have the loudest voice, bitch. Well, best not press shout. In fact, best make sure I ain't got me yeah. Just put that on. In case I accidentally do not the shout and set somebody afire. Because I'm a classy bitch.
Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements,
Be
where most of the
considerate
members
of it.
gather
You
for
think I'm
lectures
actually going
and
to
study
stay in this
sessions.
little shithole of a room? I own 2 houses, bitch. One fully done, and I've got a house car and a kid and a dog and a fox. And then another one I've started building myself, because I'm moving up the property ladder. Oh, no. This is my room. Let's see what we got. That's mine. That shit can stay in there. Some ectoplasm. Take that. I'll take my apples. Nope. Nope. Oh, that's empty. Tomatoes. Oh no, they're definitely stealing. Oh no.
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
From old Tolkien. You tell me to take a ring to a fucking mountain. A volcano right in. Man, it's classy. I'm a classy bitch. With a dick that comes out the sea. And she
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Back from that little pause, where do I have to go? Oh, I need.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented. You are new here, are you not? We have not spoken.
No, sir, no, we haven't.
Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us. Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is a true power, not something to be shunned by commoners, or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. It shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us. I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid. The Great Collapse, as it has come to be known. An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but it was not left untouched. No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later. I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case.
Tell me more.
The Sea of Ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most residents of Winterhold abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived, and so here we remain. The Sea of Ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Oh, don't listen to him. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's what this lesson is for. Perfect time to try it out. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there.
Oh, fuck, I let me ward fit on. Where is it? Illusion? No. Conjuration? No, no. Restoration? No. Oh, I've got steadfast ward on.
Is just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up.
Ah.
You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work.
One of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest.
Over there, please. Just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way.
I've just
Now,
stood here.
cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level distraction spells yet? Ah, this is good. But Jizargo will know them first. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Jizargo. Oh yes, Jizargo hopes to find things that will make him a more powerful mage here. Hopefully small things that fit inside pockets and will not be noticed if they are missing. Oh, but you are wrong. The only reason you could disagree is because you are losing so badly you cannot see it. There is much for Jizargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jizargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt. Mages in Cyrodiil are all about politics. The Synod and the College of Whispers are too busy guarding secrets to bother to teach. Skyrim was not Jizargo's first choice, but Winterhold is removed from politics, dedicated to study. This is the place for Jizargo to become great.
Oh, my egg. Yeah, fuck you, Zago.
Until next time.
College is a bit of an oddity. New here too, eh? I'd hoped I wouldn't be the only Nord, but I should have known better. Magic is shunned by most. If it can't be swung over your head and used to crack skulls, most Nords want nothing to do with it. Magic is seen as something for elves and weaker races. No offense, of course. Well, look at the evidence. Nords generally don't trust magic, so it's not off to a good start. Throw in the Oblivion Crisis, which was caused by magic users, and the troubles now with the Aldmeri Dominion, who are elves and magic users. And finally, take the fact that the college is the only thing left standing after most of Winterhold was destroyed. It's all fairly damning. Not at all. I consider it a blessing. My family was convinced coming here was a death sentence, or worse. It took years of insisting that this is what I'm meant to do.
Yeah, you probably are gonna die.
Mm-hmm. Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere. But magic is the same no matter where you go.
Enchanting services. The local Nords may not like us. I need some more supplies. Can you help out with that?
What do you want, crack?
I'm running low on greater soul gems. 10 more would keep me stocked for a bit.
Oh. Really?
Yes, well, so do I. That's why I was hoping you could help. Study stars? I remember the last time the word stars was flown through the Hall of the Elements. Bad things had happened. kind of things that even the college won't tolerate. Things that could get a wizard exiled for life. There's an Altmer who's staying at the Frozen Hearth. Nellikar. You should speak with him if you're so curious.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's more enchanting to be done. You can acquire whatever it is and bring it back here, and I'll take care of it. All right, be quick about it, will you? This is a good way for the college to bring in some money. Here's the name and location of the client.
Mm-hmm.
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 College is a bit of an oddity in Skyrim. Magic isn't something that's looked upon fondly here.
Any more comes spewing out of your cunt mouth, I'm going to knock your
Nords don't
fucking
trust
head
magic
off.
or those that use it. Made it difficult for me growing up.
I have another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely. I am an advisor to the Archmage. Valmor wished to promote relations with your college. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice. Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting. Now that stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire, we seek only to help Skyrim, to guide its people through this time of transition, to help lead them to a better future.
I thought you were going to give me something to do, but fuck you. Oh, you still stood there, buddy. Okay, required. Okay. Is that the library? I'll have a look down here then. Shall we? Oh. Up here then. Alright, Slapnut.
I care little for idle conversation. If you require assistance with summoning techniques, please let me know. If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We wind like fuck.
I sure know. Those archaic policies died out with the Mages Guild, and were never enforced here. Necromancy, as any other type of magic, is a tool to be used. Mages may not see it that way, so we don't go around flaunting it. Not within society, no. Many who practice within the School of Conjuration do so on their own, secretly. Phalion is the only one I know who is public about what he does. He was once my teacher here, but left the college years ago. He didn't like the Archmage, hated dealing with him, hated having to answer to him. Phalion said he hated what this place was becoming, so he just left. Arin found a note on his desk, and that was it. I understand he settled down in Hjalmarch, and his presence there caused something of a problem. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poor. You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own
got a
little
nut
plane
up
of
back here,
oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure valuable books from some more dangerous locations. Well, all right, here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out, but be careful. A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study, but more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us.
Okay, bye.
Fight well.
Boring cunt. No. No, 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 no.